And this is a Grab 'em on the Brisket podcast. Guys, hey, we're back. It seemed like it was, it's been a long week, right? It's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah, we had, it's been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah. Texas ice storm apocalypse. I don't know what you call it.
Freeze copocalypse? How do you say it?
Yeah, Snovid. Sure. It was Snovid.
Snovid.
Something. Well, I guarantee you didn't hear a whole lot about COVID in Texas because...
Yeah. Now back to your regularly scheduled pandemic.
Exactly. So it's great. I mean, we got a awesome interview coming up here in a few minutes. Not really more of an interview, just a nice conversation. A guest to the show. That's going to be Burly Boy.
Yeah, and this is going to be a little bit different than what we usually do because this is you're actually going to be able to hear this on his platform too. So,
yeah. What was the terminology you said? It was like
it's called a swap cast, which I've never done. So he's going to be recording this on his end, and I don't know if he'll edit it any different or not. But so maybe you don't want to go over and listen to this episode on his, but go listen to some of his other shows or other episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only thing we're swapping. It's just podcasts, right?
It's not wife swap.
Or kid swap.
Well, we might be able to work something out. Okay. Yeah, that might be okay.
So let's not waste any time. Let's get the guy on.
Let's get the guy on.
John, dial up the phone. Let's get Burly Boy on the phone. Nope.
Yeah. Ask and you shall receive.
Do you want to be called Burly Boy? What's your name?
Just call me Burly. That's what everybody knows me.
Okay.
I piss off enough people. I don't need anybody figuring out who I am.
Oh, dang it, dude. We're going to do a little cross-referencing and do a little Google sleuthing and try to figure out who you are.
Oh, good luck, dude. Good luck. I've kept it under wraps pretty hard. I Google very well.
Nice.
Awesome. So, hey, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming on and talking a little barbecue and talking a little, I guess, anything and everything, beer, this latest Texas winter that we're faced with. Anything's game on this. So
yeah,
exactly. Snowpocalypse.
So how did you? You're a Houstonian. So how did you fare with the weather that we are faced upon?
I'm currently sitting in my daughter's room using her vanity as a computer desk. We ripped out all the carpets out of two out of the three rooms in my house, and then 2 other bathrooms got messed up. So. Fun times at my house.
Dang. Okay. That sucks. I mean,
hey, this isn't a poor me thing. I'm lucky enough to have insurance. There are a lot of people out there doing worse than me. So
yeah,
give to charities and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Aldan's not here right now. I'm not sure if he's doing a side job or whatnot, but he has. I mean, and God bless him. I mean, he's been out and about and doing a lot of repairs for some of these people out here in the community here in Pearland. So. I mean, he's really kicking ass and taking names, so thankful for what he's doing. So not sure he'll probably join us here in a minute. I think he's a little tied up. But, yeah, let's get right into it. I mean, what do we want to get into for as far as, like, topic?
Well, right now I'm about to have a shot of Fireball.
Okay.
Hey.
We can talk about anything y'all want at that point.
Okay.
We don't have to tell him it's a drinking podcast.
No.
Yeah, he knows.
Hey, this is what I love about this right now. Is I've already pictured how the room is and where you're at. You're in your daughter's room, sitting at a kid's vanity as a computer desk. A bottle of Fireball sitting right there. Shot glass. I'm assuming there's a beer chaser somewhere in the room.
Probably a dollhouse in the corner.
Many of those.
Right. And then you're gonna have like
there's definitely
toys in the background, right? And it's like, hey, not tonight. Daddy's working, all right? Daddy's working right now.
Exactly, and I'm Porky Pig in it, dude. I'm just in my boxers and a shirt. So,
hey, what I say about you coming in when Daddy's working, okay? Don't close the door. Go get Mom, okay? Hey, yeah, okay, I can do another shot. Let's do this.
Yeah, go tell Mom she wants you.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
What y'all up to, guys? How'd y'all fare in this whole thing?
We've been pretty lucky, right?
Yeah, lucky enough. I mean, we fared pretty well. I mean, we lost power for probably about 12 hours. So we fared pretty well compared to some of the other people in our community. I know
y'all live in the fancy part of the town then.
We got lucky.
Y'all's power on faster, huh?
We got lucky because our power grid is tied to the water treatment plant. So
nice.
Yeah, we're always the first back on.
Yeah, so thankful for that. Let's get into barbecue. Let's get in and talk about barbecue. So have you been grilling, or what's your background? I know I'm familiar with your social media presence. I know John is, and I think maybe Jan and Matt probably haven't seen some of your stuff, but just kind of a little background on how Burly Boy got started and how that transitioned into doing your own podcast with the Rage and Pillage Podcast.
Oh man, it's a super simple, and it's probably the same as a lot of people. I got married, couldn't go out and party as much, and I had a little Weber in the yard, and I was like, well, let me start messing around with this thing. And one thing led to another, and you know, I think I found Barbecue Pit Boys and Malcolm Reed on YouTube, and I was like, okay. So I think the first thing I ever barbecued was like a pork fatty.
Okay.
Because of the Barbecue Pit Boys on there.
Yeah, we've done them.
I was hooked ever since. Jumping on to the Instagram thing, I've been on Instagram since 2012. I didn't start really barbecuing until probably 16 or 17, somewhere around there. So, I mean, and then the podcast thing was, you know, I'm always on Instagram talking shit. Big Hobbs Barbecue, shout out to him. He got in my ear one day. He said, dude, all you do is talk. You need to get on a microphone and just go. That I can do that. I could. So
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I've seen you. We've definitely seen your name. We've had some lives that we've done. We've had some really drunk lives that we've done, and I've seen you pop up here, but I've seen you pop up and roast some people as well. And dude, I'm not gonna lie. There was a time where John and I were talking about it, and we're like, we don't want to piss this dude off.
No, it's not even an angry thing. If you meet me, what it is in my head, and I've always lived by this code. If one person finds it funny, it's fucking funny, guys. All right, so
right,
if I can make one person laugh, game on.
Yep.
And then it just so happened Instagram let me have a platform where there's a few hundred people laughing, and then, you know, my head got big as shit, so I would just run with it, especially with a few drinks in me.
I love it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've seen some of the things. I'm like, oh my god, like this dude is like. What was the one? What was the guy that was there? A guy with a pellet grill. He was trading in his.
Oh yeah. We don't have to say any names, but yeah, he was having some issues with his pellet grill, and,
right.
And
More
yeah,
dick cards. That's what we'll call them.
Right.
And
Yes.
yeah, that dude had himself a sweet sponsorship, and then it went away, and then he couldn't figure out why, and just lashed out at that company. And I couldn't help but just kind of poke the bear a little bit.
No, you did. This dude was melting down, and then James had a little fun with this as well, I think.
Yeah,
and,
no,
then,
I hit him up on it was Twitter, and I can't remember the exact conversation that I had with the guy.
He'd already blocked you, I think.
He had blocked me, and then actually no, he blocked our cooking team, Chasing More Smoke. Mm-hmm. He blocked us on social media, and I was like, okay. And then I happened to be following him on my personal page, and then I don't know if he went into talking about the meltdown of the Traeger, and I'm not really sure what happened. I guess he was having an issue with it, and I know I made a couple of snide comments, and I wasn't trying to be like too whatever, and immediately just like blocked. Like, I mean, and I'm like, oh crap! All right, this guy's. John's like, just back off. Just, you know, let's just.
Yes, I'm definitely the peacekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that guy's running with a full deck.
Yeah, well, that's why he's one of them with the old ace card, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, real dude. That guy. Hey, luckily, when you're in my line of work of Instagram, you have 5 or 6 accounts that nobody knows that they're me. So
I thought so.
it's I'm around, so I know what's going on to all the people that blocked me.
That's nice.
Once, you know, you can tell I have a lot of free time, right?
Right. Well, here's the thing. Like when I've messaged you before, and there's always a difference when I'm texting you, let's say midday or early evening, as opposed to late at night when I know that you are smashed. Like I think the filter goes away completely.
Oh yeah, Party Burly is a totally different person. I will say both versions of me are fun and nice 99% of the time. But they are two different people for sure. I can't shut up. My last podcast, I got to apologize to old Rage Against the Kitchen. I got so smashed. I don't remember the last 30 minutes of that podcast, and I sound autistic trying to string a sentence together. It's rough. Yeah.
We've definitely been there.
Yeah.
Especially in the early ones that we did. There were some ones that I went back and listened to, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yes.
I am so shit-faced drunk that I'm like, I can't. I'm making like easy words look hard.
He's still trying to get me to take some of those episodes.
I know,
down.
I am. I'm like, dude, delete that episode. It's not good.
People tell me that I need to take it down. I was like, no, this is the real thing. That I've always wanted a conversation podcast, and that's what it is. So
yeah, we got our cousin. He's in college right now, and he hit me up, and he was like, hey, maybe we could do like a. Well, he's in college, right? So I don't want to say about that, but he was like wanting to maybe do like him and his buddy want to do like a 420 podcast,
Like marijuana cigarettes?
right. So basically, get high and just answer questions that people write in about, like whatever, and they're going to solve the world's problems.
Oh boy!
I'm like,
what's 420 mean?
Right. What is that? Like a time or? That's weird.
We all got jobs here, dude. It's Texas.
I know. So, which I thought was like, he was like, hey, I'm like, look, man, I don't know. Like, that's not, I don't know about that. Like, I'll tell you how to do this, but
Right.
I don't know. So.
And it's pretty surprising how easy it is to start a podcast, right?
It is. It's very easy.
I was telling, as soon as I bought all this stuff, I kind of went overboard on the stuff I bought, but man, you can start one for cheap. I'm telling everybody, start a podcast,
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, all you need is a laptop and a mic.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, some people do it on their phones, dude, and they're more successful than I am, for sure.
Damn it. The phone? We got a whole soundboard.
Yeah, fucking thousands of dollars over here. God.
Yeah.
We overshot ourselves.
I'm only one guy. At least y'all can split the bill.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, it's weird that, hey, let's keep that one down low, because
Yeah.
John pays for a lot of stuff.
It's more like John just pays for it, and he's like, all right, I got this right here. I'm like, John, we didn't even discuss that. I'm like, let's chip in. Nope, I got it. I'm like, now I feel bad.
Yeah.
You know what that means is John gets to keep it going.
Right. Yeah. He's like, if you don't like it, I'll take my soundboard. You're like, oh, damn it. Damn it.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Only one of y'all's guests that has listened to probably 90% of y'all's episodes, but I've never actually seen like visual, right? So who is the resident Californian?
That's John.
Yeah.
Me.
Yep, that would be the one you mainly communicate with.
Okay.
Don't hold it against me.
Hold on. In an episode, y'all talked about a beer named Rooster Cogburn, and you mentioned you had never seen any John Wayne movies.
That's true.
Okay.
That's
I suggest we
super
start
sad.
a podcast. All of us, we just sit there and watch John Wayne movies and comment through the whole damn thing.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, John Wayne is an American hero, and you've never seen any of his movies. That's a mind fuck to me.
Yeah.
In fairness, I didn't have a TV until I was about 12 or 13.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to say that's fair.
That's
What?
fair.
You were watching
I mean,
cartoons,
isn't that
not
something
John
you
Wayne
watch when
movies.
you're
What are
kids?
you talking about?
I mean, isn't that like a kid thing, John
When
Wayne?
you watch
No,
with, like,
what?
your parent
Are you
or
trying to say
something.
we were growing up watching John Wayne movies
Well, no,
as
but I'm
little
saying
children?
when I was a kid, you
We
guys
were,
were probably
but-
in college, so
Well,
No.
no, that's not true. John, how old are you? You're
38.
38. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Youngest guy here, I'm 35.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm young as fuck. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 34 and I've seen plenty of John Wayne movies.
That's funny.
All right, so
Yeah.
John's going to have a little homework over the next couple of
That
weeks.
blew my
And
mind whenever I heard that. I was like, okay, well, you're in Texas now. We need to, the dude died on the crapper full of steak. We need to memorize,
12 pounds of undigested
12
red meat or something
it
like
was
that.
a shit ton of undigested
crap.
meat.
Literal shit ton.
Shit ton.
We got to put together a list, just like, have everybody write in what the John Wayne movie you need to watch is and just rank it and you just start churning through it.
right.
I got plenty of time.
How about-
My favorite.
Which one?
Sons of Katie Elder. That's my favorite one.
Yep.
Okay, I'll look it
It's a
up.
pretty popular one. It won't be hard to find.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. The Cowboys is a good one. anything that had what's the one that where he has the sons and it's the
Is that the one he just mentioned? Sons of KDL?
maybe so. Maybe that's what it is.
Sons of Katie Elder, El Dorado was a good one.
My mom used to always watch McClintock.
Yeah,
McClintock.
McClintock is great. Yeah.
y'all ever
There's a
see
whole
the-
bunch of them.
I'll
really
look into it. Yeah. Does he play the cowboy in Toy Story?
What?
No,
God
he does not
damn
play
it,
the
John.
damn cowboy.
No, but did y'all ever see that really racist one John Wayne did about Genghis Khan?
Oh, I was just about to mention that one. I was like, add that to the list.
No.
John Wayne is Genghis Khan, man. Just imagine that.
Yeah, he's got eyeliner on the side of his eyes and stuff.
Oh, that's not good.
Can't be good.
Start
No.
with that one, John.
Right. Yeah. Do that one first. Hey, by the way, that beer came from Saloon Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saloon Door Brewing.
Have you drank a lot of their beers?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah, I've had a few.
I know these guys have.
Yeah, I have. I'm actually going to pull one up right now.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is the real ale brewing. I'm talking about the other thing. Is that a spoiler? Shit.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, yeah.
Cut that out, John.
Here in a few minutes, we're going to get into the grabbing the brisket beer review. So we have a beer review, and it's from Real Ale Brewing, and I can't remember the name of it because I don't have it in front of me, but we'll get to it in a few minutes.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it either.
I know it's sometimes Crispy Business. I'm not.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Crispy, yeah.
Crispy Business.
It's a play on words, I think.
Yeah. Then I thought it's like, okay, so are there a lot of celebrities that die on the crapper, or just dies of just like, I mean, Elvis was one, right?
Elvis was one. You
Died on
got
the shitter.
Yeah, it's got to be the shitter. Crapper, that's the man's name who invented it, right?
It was John Crapper. That's right.
Yeah. I strive to die that way if we're coming down to it, right?
Oh man.
You know you're dying happy at that point. 'Cause
Hey,
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
either
The best release there is.
right. Either in bed with a beautiful woman or on the throne. I mean, why not?
Or both at the same time, right?
Right. If you're into that kind of stuff.
I've got the internet. I know what happens out there. So,
John didn't have the internet until he was 14, so we can't talk about that.
Well,
right after his black and white TV.
Right.
it wasn't even invented yet.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. This is fun as shit, guys. Thanks for having me on.
No,
Oh, yeah.
seriously, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Once this COVID shit is over, maybe we'll do it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this has got to be I thought I booked people far ahead of time. Y'all got me back in November. So
Right.
Yeah, John actually has his book throughout 2020.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah, exactly.
next election, y'all are gonna free up, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's funny how this whole thing it got going, and we talked about it, and we're like, well, let's just do it. And then I think I came over to James' house. Everybody has microphones already. I was like, well, I don't have a microphone. I haven't done. Like, are y'all serious? Are we doing it now? Like today, or like how does this work? And we kind of just fumbled our way through it, which you can definitely tell. We fumbled our way through a lot of stuff. I think some of the content comes out really good, but I never thought we'd have some of the guests that we've had on.
Yeah,
Well,
last week.
on top of that, y'all were good because if I remember correctly, because I've been listening for a while, y'all went like 50, 51 episodes without a guest.
Yeah, we did. It was almost
That's right.
Yeah.
almost a year.
So y'all proved that y'all had good chemistry, and that's what brought people in. This is every guest I've had is me drunk at 2 a.m, like, let's see if they'll answer back.
Oh man, that's great. That is so great.
That's awesome. Now that you mentioned you've been listening for a long time, I remember, and it was probably maybe a month into this, talking to you about the show, and you telling me that the most important thing when you listen to a podcast is what do you call it? Basically,
Consistency.
make sure you're putting some out every single week. If you say you're going to do it every week, do it every week. And since then, we've been really trying to do that.
Yeah, I'm hardcore. I have a long commute every day. I'm driving from way up here in Northeast Houston down to damn near where y'all are, right? So I've got an hour and a half commute every day. Podcasts are my life. I've been listening to podcasts since like 2012. The most successful ones are consistent every week. And that's what I try to tell everybody that's talking about. Just be consistent,
Well, you definitely
people look forward to it too. You know, whenever I get that alert on my phone says y'all have a new podcast, hell yeah, shit, it's that day of the week. Let's listen. You know,
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Hey, I tell you, I've got a good. Hopefully it's a good question. So since you have listened to a lot of our episodes, or whatever else, what's some honest feedback?
And also, is John your favorite?
Right. Well, fuck that. But yeah, seriously, what's some honest feedback for someone listening? Like, is it about maybe doing more of a recipe, doing more of a meat something, or into?
Well, okay. See, this is going to be a super selfish thing for me.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it.
I enjoy, and I try to incorporate this in my podcast as well, and y'all do a damn good job of it as well. Excuse me. Keep that in, John. I want to hear a conversation, because to me, a podcast is I'm sitting next to somebody in my car, even though I'm in there by myself, and listening to a conversation, and I feel like I'm a part of it, right? So I try to shy away from the interview side as much as I just want to talk with you. I mean, y'all do a damn good job with y'all, and y'all don't talk over each other. My drunk ass talks over everybody because I can't help but make it about me. It's terrible. But dude, y'all kill it. Everything y'all do is good. I really have no, anything bad to say, dude. Meth gators go hard. I know that.
Yeah, they do go hard. Hell yeah, they do.
But yeah, dude, a podcast is supposed to be a conversation that the person listening feels like they're a part of. They just can't fucking talk, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I love about it. Are y'all big podcast listeners before y'all started the podcast?
I had never listened to a podcast before we started this.
Yeah, I was. I listened to quite a few podcasts, and then I think I turned John on to a few of them, and then we started talking back and forth, and then probably maybe a couple of months we were just getting together, just bullshitting, drinking, and we're having all these great conversations about barbecue and just whatever the crazy shit was happening in our lives. And then I was like, we should get a friggin' podcast together and let everybody in the world hear about our crazy shenanigans, and hopefully they can learn a little bit about barbecue. And I think John next week was like, we're ordering microphones and stands.
Yeah, that's kind of how it went for me at my house. My wife still thinks all this stuff costs about $200, so don't tell her.
No, it's 150 tops. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I got it thrifty on sales, open box stuff.
Yeah, Amazon's cheap. You know that, right? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. But that's how it's supposed to be, man. I know y'all are a little bit more family friendly than my show, for sure, right? But I mean, I might be the first person. Nah, I can't even say that. Never mind.
Right.
But
I don't know about that. I mean,
Yeah,
Aldan,
you can say whatever you want, whether John leaves it in or
Yeah,
not.
I'll just cut it out if I don't like it.
John's mom listens to the podcast.
I'm the first person to mention being fucked by a manatee on my last episode.
right?
Okay, we might be a little more family friendly than you. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's just because every episode's me getting hammered, but whatever.
Drunk talk.
But
with Burly
I will
Boy.
tell you all this, guys. I enjoy y'all's podcast. I would have never ever subscribed to a barbecue podcast if y'all's conversation wasn't good, because I see enough barbecue on my Instagram feed, right?
Yep.
So, dude, I would have never thought I would have. I listened to that first episode and I fell in love with the conversation. Not necessarily the barbecue part of it, but y'all have good dynamic and y'all talk about not just barbecue. And the beer reviews go hard too. So,
Yeah. You like how we had to change our.
RIP 90-second beer review.
Dude, it pisses me off every time we don't say the words 90-second beer review.
Oh, y'all can't say it? Is that copyrighted?
No, we can say it, but somebody did copyright the 90-second beer review.
Trademarked it.
It trademarked it.
Yeah.
And it pisses me
Okay.
off that they
They're
reached out
super
to us.
nice, though. They were super cool.
These guys.
They're
man.
super cool.
They
did
listen
that.
to the podcast.
No, they don't.
Maybe they don't.
No, they don't.
They listened to at least one episode because
Yeah.
they reached out.
Yeah, they did. Whatever.
We'll call it 1.5 minute beer review. Here we go.
Well, you know what's funny is that I was saying let's change it to the 90-second barbecue.
90?
The 90-second beer review.
Pretty solid.
Right, and I like the 9T. Right, who doesn't like that? But
It's still up in the air.
right. There are people who are going to call them our people. I don't know.
Get the attorneys involved. You're good to go.
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for them to like not pay the trademark 1 year and not whatever.
You swoop in.
I'm gonna go. You don't own it anymore.
Like one of those people that like steals like
Yeah,
Google's
website.
website or
That's
something.
Is that a yearly thing? I didn't think you had to pay those every year.
I think you do. You
I
got to
don't
keep up with it.
Fun fact on the trademark thing, right? Because I mentioned in my last pie, I buy a lot of .coms, right? And for some reason, do y'all remember that band Crazy Town?
Yeah.
That Come My Lady, Come My Lady.
Oh,
band?
yeah.
So you can buy their website right now. I was like, .com. Let me see what I can do here. Did the whole research, kind of reached out to see how much it was. You know how much they want for that website? $37,000.
Damn.
Jesus.
Go fuck yourself.
They haven't done a song since that one came out, I'm pretty sure.
That's the only song I know, and it's still not even that good. You know?
That's funny. I was just on TikTok today, and there's like a random dude in my, FYP page, and his little handle is at the Church of Scientology, and he has nothing to do. It was just open, and he took it, and so like they apparently have been like stalking him and trying to like get him to give it up, and he won't give it up.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that same thing about a fellow podcaster, the old Joe Rogan. That's why he has a .net. There's a Joe Rogan out there who's a lawyer, and he won't give up the .com.
He probably gets a ton of traffic.
Yeah, he does.
Everybody accidentally going there.
Yeah, but I'm sure Joe could pay him enough to
Joe-
retire and not worry about it.
Well, he's a lawyer, so he's probably making really good money anyways. He's like, I don't need the money.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
Joe.
getting the traffic.
I'm Joe
on his
Rogan,
own,
not you.
And he's getting the traffic of people looking for Joe Rogan. So he's good right now.
He probably said, Joe, why don't
Maybe-
you come to Texas and whatever. And then Joe Rogan moves to Texas. He's like, well, shit, maybe I need to start.
Maybe when the
Reach out.
dude maybe when the dude retires, he might reach out and go, "Hey, you want to buy it?"
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or maybe the dude just dies in an accident when his brakes get cut on his car. And
Wow.
now there's nobody making
damn.
That's serious.
I'm just saying.
Serious.
Things
I
happen.
that Rogan, you can make that happen, right?
That's right. Things happen.
Dark.
Little UFC fighter in the alley meets this, whatever. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah. Let me ask
No,
you.
I like where you're going with this. I think we should expand on this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you guys. I mean, since we were talking about the meth gator and the cocaine hippos that we referenced not too long ago, I got another little aggressive animal story that popped up, and it revolves around peacocks. You guys want to hear it?
Aggressive peacocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Anything with the word cock in it, I'm down.
right.
Okay.
So
There it
there's a apparently a subdivision or a neighborhood in Miami called Coconut Grove.
Sounds familiar.
Have you been there?
I think that's where Tiger lives.
Could be. So in the back of the day, they used to have several peacocks just roaming the neighborhood, and it was something that all the residents loved. They're beautiful, elegant animals. I mean, just roaming around, strutting their shit. So over the last, I guess maybe 5 years or 10 years, however long it's been, that number has grown to probably over 80 peacocks. And these guys are going absolutely ape shit. They're mating calls in the middle of the night. They're screeching all hours. They're attacking vehicles. They're attacking pedestrians.
Jesus Christ.
They're scratching the shit out of cars because they can see the reflection. And so they think it's a freaking another male or trying to get at it. I was like, so now all these residents have gotten together, and half of them want to keep them. Half of them say, nah, they got to go. We got to get these guys out of here.
Look, I had the simple plan for this.
Yeah, peacock tastes good.
Dude, y'all knew right where I was going. Hell yeah.
How do you spatchcock a peacock?
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. All they need is like a 9-year-old kid with a Red Ryder and one night. He will take care of every one of those peacocks.
Maybe a
He might
Texas
leave-
pepper jelly glaze?
He might leave one.
I was thinking a little cherry glaze, you know?
Yeah.
Habanero.
Jan's going to be rolling around with a cowboy hat with a giant peacock feather just hanging out of it.
Oh, I think if we went down there, we'd all have one of those for sure.
Right.
I'm buying it.
And you're like, hey, have you seen any peacocks? Nah, haven't seen any. It's weird.
Picking
so
your
weird.
teeth with a feather.
Yeah.
You know?
So weird.
Peacock shirt coming soon.
Well, okay. Hey, there's that many. Okay. Think about this. You're in bed. You hear a little noise, and and you sit up and you look out and it's just a fan of feathers in front of you, just ready to poke you in the poke your eye out, dude.
Imagine just like being outside grilling, and then you roll to the side of the house, maybe to freaking take a piss, and you get greeted by this big giant like wall of feathers and some stupid peacock just trying to.
About 6 of them over there.
Yeah,
Hey.
he's like, "You trying to come at me?"
You're out there strutting, right? You're like, oh, you look good. And you're like, oh shit, because they only put their feathers out when they're trying to show off for a girl, right?
I don't know.
Or is the
maybe
girl?
it's a fighting thing. I don't really
Or I
know.
think
I don't
the
know. I was
girl
about to say,
peacocks.
I've definitely been around peacocks that fan their feathers. Unless I'm sexy, I think they wanted to whip my ass.
Oh, so they try to
Maybe
be,
it's a little both.
they try to be bigger than what they are, right?
Yeah.
So nothing tries to attack.
Oh,
them.
okay.
They're threatened. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, they leave giant piles of shit everywhere.
Nope. I'm telling you what. I would just shoot 4 or 5 of them a night. And like, I don't know what happened.
Piled up in your yard.
Hey, somebody shot him, not me.
Yeah.
Are they
For some
endangered?
reason,
Or
the local
they,
taxidermist is buying a new house. You know, you've just been hooking it to your house. You know?
I love it.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
All right, dude. Let's get in.
Hey, speaking of angry ass birds, I didn't realize peacocks were that aggressive or whatever. You ever been chased by a goose?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, geese are little assholes, dude.
Yeah.
I was probably 10 years old, got chased. It seemed like 3 miles, but it was probably only like, a 40-yard dash. But this little asshole wanted to eat me.
When I was young and I was born in Alaska, so when we lived there, we had a pet goose named Goofy, and these kids used to always come over to my mom's garden and be always like picking flowers or whatever. So one day they came over and my dad just opened the back door and let the goose chase them out because we would keep it inside sometimes, and that goose just chased those kids up a tree and they were like up there crying. He had to come like pull, and they never came back again. And then he let them, and when they came down, started going home, he let the goose go again.
Who has a pet goose? You're so weird.
It laid golden eggs.
All right, I'm going to buy a goose now when I heard that part.
Yeah.
I forgot that part of the nursery rhyme.
Yeah, it's true. You got to dig around in the shit a little bit, but you'll find them.
Right. Yeah. There'll be a golden egg somewhere in there.
You can taste the gold. You just got to get into it.
Yeah. Oh man. That's first of all, I've seen these things attack like people, and not for a little bit. Like they will run you down. Like when you think you gotten away, turn back. It's still there. It still wants a piece of you. You know what I mean?
They're little dinosaurs, dude.
Yeah. No, I drop kick a little goose though. I'm telling you right now, I would roundhouse something. I don't know.
Pull Chuck Norris on his ass.
Yeah.
Jesus, I need a video of you doing a roundhouse.
Hey, I can do one. I can do one.
Yeah, we're going viral with this. All right, we're going to Florida. We're going to roundhouse kick some peacocks. It's going to be dope. So,
I don't know. I think is it weird that we have a lot of? I mean, I know not animal talk, right? But like crazy animals on our podcast.
There's a lot of drug addicted
like
animals on this
it's
podcast.
intentional.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
every day.
I don't know where y'all find these cool stories.
Yeah.
Every day I'm searching for drug addicted animals.
Hamsters on speed.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Gerbils.
Set that little wheel on fire, poor bastards. So,
All right, Burley, a couple of questions, couple of rapid questions, kind of get to know Burley. Your favorite barbecue restaurant?
Say that again, James.
Your favorite barbecue restaurant? Do you eat barbecue outside, or is it I'm just eating it at home?
favorite I've had, in all honesty, this might be controversial in Texas, but I really like Pinkerton's barbecue.
Oh, Pinkerton's.
Oh, Pinkerton's, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's I will go in there and I will spend $300 every time. I'll try a little bit of everything. It's great.
Yeah, I have not been to Pinkerton's, but they are
People rave about it.
quietly starting to become the best barbecue in Texas.
Well, he just opened up a location in
Dude.
San Antonio too, I think.
That is correct.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that place is good. If you go on a Sunday, like right after like church times or whatever, you go a little bit before the church crowd because you're gonna lose a lot of the meat in there because they just buy it all up. But you go on like a 11:30 lunch on a Saturday, you can get a little bit of everything. And their bar is awesome. They make a ranch water there that's the best I've ever tasted.
Nice.
I love it.
Sounds like we need to do a road trip, maybe a remote podcast.
I've
out there.
actually talked to him a couple times about being
course
on
you
the
have,
show,
yeah.
but
Yeah, that dude's he's nice as shit. He hangs out in the restaurant all night. He's nice as fuck. Me and him had a good conversation one night.
All right, well, I need to hurry up and get up there and get him on the show before Burley does.
We should all, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he wants to hear my conversations. You're a little bit more legit than I am.
We'll all roll up there with our microphones and board in hand and go, all right, hey, where do you want us to set up at?
Pretend like we had it all planned.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I don't know his living situation now, but at the time, the Pinkerton's barbecue is right there in that nice spot. Everybody's there. He lived in the attic.
Yeah.
He lived right above the restaurant. Little small one-room situation that he'd just come down and just get after it.
Damn, barbecue is life for him.
His menu is constantly changing, right? So what's mainly on his menu? It's brisket.
You got your briskets, you got your chicken, your sausages and stuff like that. His jalapeno cheddar sausage is amazing, by the way. But he has a duck jambalaya.
Oh yeah.
That'll change your life.
Lord, sounds amazing.
Oh yeah. Is that have you seen his pit? What is he cooking on?
I actually did. I didn't get to walk back there with him, but I walked back there with the guy that was using the pits. Some big old propane tank pits. They're big.
Like 1,000-gallon pits or something?
Propane tanks.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah. But it's not as, for the amount of meat he's putting out, it's not as big as you think. You know what I mean? This place can probably hold 100 people max, and that's with the bar standing room.
Okay.
It's a small spot, man. It's a small spot.
That's what you need. That's really what you need.
Yeah.
We need to road trip that place.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's on the list.
I have to assume that's similar to like Snow's, right? Because they like they're inside of their. I haven't been there. Have y'all been to Snow's?
No, but I think everybody eats outside. It's like an outside kind of pavilion style eating.
That's the move, man, for barbecue.
It is.
Right.
It is. Killen's down here in Pearland has the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Killen's is awesome, maybe, but you have to deal with that line.
Yeah.
Killen's is good though. I really like it. Plus, all the autographs on the wall are pretty cool to see and stuff like that.
He knows a ton of people.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
a ton of people.
Oh yeah, man.
And my daughter went to work for his company.
Really?
Yeah. She works for the Killen's in the Heights.
Holy shit! I didn't even know there was another one.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of restaurants now.
So that's
it's not barbecue.
It's not barbecue. That's the Southern restaurant. So it's Killen's Southern. It is.
Is that the steakhouse?
Nope, not the steakhouse. So they have an STQ restaurant. It's in Houston, which is like the steak.
Hold on, I'm really good at this. Hold on.
Yep. So he has the Killen Steakhouse.
Oh, hold on. What starts with the Q? What's a weird thing that starts with the Q? Salt the
Queso.
Yeah, salt the queso.
You got it. You nailed it.
You got it. It's teamwork here, guys. I appreciate it.
Okay, Warden. I didn't know what we were doing. Threw me off. Do we have any Fireball? Can I get a shot of Fireball here?
You got to catch up.
Come on.
You're not gonna lie.
Wednesday night, get hammered.
So when you went and grabbed a shot of Fireball, I went to the freezer to look to see if we had any Fireball
I just cringed.
because I was gonna do one, and then I was like, we don't
That's
have any.
the thing.
We don't have any.
Fireball is the best party drink there is, man, because you don't get too hammered. There's enough sugar in it to keep you alert.
I used to drink the Aftershock. Aftershock was one, and then Goldschlager was always one back in the day.
That was the 90s.
I'm older than y'all.
Experience with Goldschlager. That was a rough one.
Oh, it was good. And then Aftershock was a great one. We used to get a little primed up on that one. But
Was that the one that had like the weird like crystals at the bottom?
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, I remember. I had another one of those nights with the Aftershock.
Yeah, Aftershock's a great way. And then if you ever want to like go with a little cinnamon, it's the Hot Damn 101.
I've had the Hot Damn.
But
That's
no,
good shit.
the Hot Damn. There's a Hot Damn regular, which is the normal one. Then they have the Hot Damn 101.
A little stronger.
101 proof.
Sounds like it's gonna kill me.
It is
I'll buy it tomorrow.
super dangerous. super dangerous. Yeah, which is probably why they started making like I think even Jim Beam does a hot like a spicy what do you call it liqueur.
Hot cinnamon one.
I think they do. You're correct on that. Yeah.
Jim Beam Fire or something like that. So, but hey, listen, if you get a chance to go down to that Southern restaurant, I went. That is really I mean, I had the chicken fried steak there. Chicken fried steak was money.
So like Roadhouse, but just like
No.
better.
It's like an upscale
You get like steak or chicken fried steak or
you get a
fried
steak.
chicken.
You can get a prime rib. Yeah. You can get. You're not throwing your fucking peanuts on the ground though. That's for sure. But you can. You can. But their sides are made from scratch. Everything's made from scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the sides are. It's in the heights. Yeah, the sides are served family style. So you're still kind of that a la carte menu that you're kind of used to if you go to Killen's or whatever else. I did not like, and listen, maybe I made a kill for this, and he worked a long time on trying to perfect his grandmother's recipe for the fried okra. I thought it was average as best. Like
who, Killen's?
Yeah.
I like the fried okra. I just had it at the burger place today. Killen's Burgers is good. I'm sorry, that place is good. That first couple times I didn't like it that much. I had it today. I had the truffle burger.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! It was fantastic.
How does the burger you had here with the double onion, double jalapeno, double cheeseburger you had here?
That was fantastic.
No. I'm not trying to look for. I'm not.
No,
looking for
I already told you, man. I love that burger.
I'm not looking for.
I'm not going to kiss your ass right here.
Ass kissing. What I'm asking is, how does that burger compare to a burger that you had over at Killen's?
You want to know which one's better?
No. Just how does it kind of? Yeah. No. Not
honestly, they're both
not
neck and neck.
Is one better than the other? Because we both know.
Okay.
Don't we?
Okay. Are we done here?
Okay.
Hey, let me jump in, Jan. I actually think that your flat top burger is the best. It's my favorite burger. I love
you, Matt.
it. Yeah.
You know what, Matt?
Pull your lips off his
credit
ass.
where credit's due.
Matt,
that burger is awesome.
This is why you're getting promoted.
Yes, thank you.
You're right below your assistant producer.
I get my volume knocked up one more notch on the little dial.
Assistant to the producer.
Okay, shit.
Dude, hamburger above all is my favorite food in the world.
Well,
I could eat hamburgers every day and I'd be happy.
I fucking
love them.
I love them. I love them. My grandmother had a gas station and a restaurant growing up, and shout out to Strong Center, by the way.
Shout out Strong Center. Oh yeah,
dude. People still talk today about some of the burgers she made out of that restaurant. Right, that flat top is sitting like 8 feet away from me right now. That she cooked all those burgers on, and that's like from the '60s. That flat top is.
That thing's serious.
It's super cool. And man, we made burgers at 5 years old, sitting on a milk crate, working a griddle. Right, it's in my blood. I eat burgers like every single day. I love burgers. And then the other day we did the Oklahoma, which I don't like calling it that.
That's just what somebody called it, so I called it.
I'm not calling it that anymore. The thing was made in Texas.
Okay, it's a Jan burger. Jan invented
it. It's just you call it an onion burger, you call it a fried onion. I don't care what you call it, but it ain't an Oklahoma burger. But yeah, I don't know if you saw the TikTok video of that burger that we put down.
I did.
Dude, it was really good. But I
ridiculous.
was talking to a guy. He lives in Granbury, Texas. Today, he called me up. And he was wondering like, how do you season the
flat top,
the Blackstone? He went out and got a new one, and he got with somebody else before he got a hold of me. And I was like, dude, that's a great idea. That's what you should use. Whatever else. I was like, this is the kind of the method you want to do. I was like, by the way, we just did some burgers on one. Dude, they were phenomenal. He goes, dude, this is why I bought it. I saw this burger you did, and I was like, I'm buying one. And I'm like,
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Blackstone needs to freaking sponsor us.
Yep.
Dude, yes, please.
Well, I'm sorry, Blackstone. I bought one of your griddles a while back, and I have not used it in a while. I'd really need to give it a deep cleaning. Well, okay, you know what? You guys are griddle guys. How do I clean this bastard?
Get that pumice stone. I had the same problem when I got mine, and Jan and James told me about it. That black pumice stone.
Yeah, you get those on Amazon for cheap.
Yeah, cheap. And like circular motion that on the flat top, and cleans it right up.
Get some of that rust off, and then just re-season it.
Yep.
It's not really rusty. It's just, I didn't clean it the last time I used it, and then I tossed it underneath the cover just to keep it from the weather, and then it's been about 6 months. So
it's like a black grill brick kind of. They're very light. They're very porous and light. You scrub it with that. Put some water. Heat the water up, and then get that kind of boiling on the thing. And then once you drain that, just wipe it down with that. Scrape it. I mean, you're probably gonna rub for probably, I would say, 30, 40 minutes. Get that.
Holy
clean.
moly!
Yeah.
You're really giving her a rub down.
Oh yeah, because you want to strip it all down.
You're getting me going here. Let's talk some more.
I know. Yeah, this is gonna be super sexy. Yeah. I actually didn't buy a Blackstone. I bought the Blue Rhino, and I love the Blue Rhino.
There goes our Blackstone sponsor.
Love the
Actually,
Blue Rhino.
in all honesty, you know what? Sorry about your sponsorship, but you get the Blue Rhino sponsorship, you get the propane too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true. We love you, Blue Rhino.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, well, hey, let's slide right into the grabbing the brisket.
Beer review.
And
Sorry about that.
Yes.
I always wondered.
Aldan's not here. He totally filled
Okay, I
in.
got to be him for the night. Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so do you have your beer handy there, Burley?
Dude.
All right, do you want to give us a brief rundown description of what we're dealing with?
It's made by Real Ale Brewing Co. Crispy business. Lager beer. We got a 4.5% alcohol per volume. And then this is where y'all kick in because y'all get real deep into it with the tannins, and it tastes like forest floor mixed with chocolate and things like that.
Right. Yeah. What's the alcohol by volume on this?
4.5.
4.5.
Ooh, okay. That's average.
I hope I like it because I actually really love this can. I love all this like old retro looking stuff.
It looks like Tron, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's Tron.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing. It is very much Tron. Yeah.
What exactly is Tron?
Okay.
I
You're
hope
done.
it tastes like John.
Okay, Matt is the producer. You're the assistant producer from now on.
All right,
Okay?
I'm taking my shit with me, though.
Okay, let's do a little drive-by. What's this thing smell like?
Not a strong smell at all.
Smells like beer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just smelling beer on this one.
I'm tasting dank. I don't know what that is.
It's very light.
This is good. Yeah, this is an easy to drink beer for sure. Little biscuity, is that the right word? Biscuity? I think it's biscuity.
Just grab them in the brisket.
Is it crispy? Crispy biscuity?
Yeah, it's I would say it's crispity, businessy lager.
The back end's a little bit thick.
Yeah.
No homo.
I would agree with that a little bit.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I actually really like this one. I could drink a few of these.
Yeah, this is good.
You know, this is probably a good thing right here because we've been doing a lot of these stouts and these chocolate beers and whatever
Dude,
else.
we do a lot of stouts recently.
And we got to get off of those, get back to doing some of these other beers because my taste buds have almost changed a little bit. I'm like, where's the chocolate? Where's the peanut butter?
You know what we need to do is some more, what do you call them, like mainstream beers that people can actually find when they go to the store.
Right,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had to drive a good 35 minutes to find this one right here, guys.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey, let's be honest. If you're driving in Houston, it's going to be 35 minutes anyways.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. You're right. Yeah.
This has
This is good, dude. I could drink, easily 6 of these. This is a good daytime drinker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how I feel about it.
When you say daytime, what time is that?
In the
I
day.
mean, is this a no judgment zone?
Yeah,
no
no judgment.
judgment. Sun up.
And have I lit the pit?
And trust falls. Trust falls here. There's no judgment.
If I've lit the pit, that's drinking time. So if I'm doing a brisket starting at 6 a.m, it's drinking time.
Okay.
Nice.
You can do 1 to
Nice.
6. Okay, nice.
Nice. See,
Yeah,
I
it sounds
usually
like I have a
ease in with a
problem, dude.
michelada.
No, you don't have a problem. The pit was lit.
This has a very kind of like Miller Lite.
I don't
Yes.
know. I'm
Bud
not
Light?
getting that.
No.
Yeah, no, I would
one
say
one of
Miller.
those two light beers.
It's like a light beer with flavor.
Yeah, maybe if those two beers had a baby,
I
it
love
would be
Miller
this
Lite.
one.
I like Miller Lite too.
I do too,
This is
yeah.
not Miller Lite though.
It's got a thick aftertaste, and I keep saying that. That sounds really weird, but that's how I taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
It kind of hangs around for a while.
Yeah.
But are y'all having the same problem I'm having where I can't find a distinct flavor?
Yeah, I'm
It
like,
just-
my eyes are looking up, and I'm like searching, like, what is this?
Yeah.
What am I
What-
tasting?
What is the note? What is this? I want to say it was almost a little floral, but it's not.
This almost tastes like a no knock to freaking Bud Light, but they dropped a Bud Light Crisp. Have you tried that, Burley?
I have not. I haven't even heard of it.
It's not good. It's like a Bud Light, but they try to be kind of crafty, like
fancy?
yeah,
Buy some Bud Ice and then back it off a little bit, and that's
Right.
what you got with crisp.
yeah, crisp.
I like. So you saying you don't really like this?
I can drink this, but it's not my favorite.
I like this. Like, this is super drinkable to me. I'll go ahead and jump in first. I would drink this Like Burley, I would drink this all day long. This is super easy to drink. It's smooth and it doesn't have a bad. I mean, it actually has some flavor. Like I drink Coors Light all day, but it really doesn't have any flavor. I'm gonna give this like a 8.1.
What? Oh, okay.
So you're really going to go in there with that?
So Coors
6.
Light, okay, first of all, is the unofficial sponsor of the podcast.
I love Coors
They
Light.
don't know
It's
yet.
super easy to drink. There just doesn't taste like anything.
Oh, it tastes like Coors Light.
Exactly.
It tastes like the Rockies.
Coors Light tastes like Coors Light. If you have a Coors Light and a Bud Light, you can tell the difference,
It
right?
was born in the
I agree.
Rockies.
Yeah, Aldan cannot tell the difference.
The Aldan can't.
Does this beer say we were where it was born at?
Yeah, it was not. There's no born on date, and I'll tell you something else.
To the mountains turn blue.
I guarantee it wasn't done in 1978.
Yeah. Blanco, Texas.
Yeah, that's
Not really sure where that's at.
So
It's gonna be like
I
out
guess
by-
I'm talking to mostly
San Antonio.
cool drinkers, right?
Yeah, we mostly drink. Well,
No,
we drink
drink
a lot of
everything.
Coors, but we drink a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, we drink a lot. Yeah,
I mean, but what's your everyday? I'm going to be outside for 12 hours. I'm going to try to drink as much as I can before I pass out, and the brisket burns. What's it
Yeah, that's
called?
probably Coors.
Yeah, me and Jan
we
are
sprinkle.
going to go with the probably Coors, just daily drinking.
but we're gonna sprinkle that. See, that's what I love about that. I love how we sprinkle the beer in. It's Coors, sprinkle in something that's 13%,
Something, right?
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh, time to go.
20-minute break
I need
and
to
then back to
hydrate. We need
Coors.
those cores back.
Right, and then it's like
you
back
pass
to back.
out.
Right,
and then
right.
you wake up and go, oh shit, the brisket's done.
Yeah, I guess Matt and I probably drink a little bit more of the other stuff.
Yeah, I think my daily go to is probably like the lawnmower from St. Arnold's.
Yeah. Well, if I could afford
I like
my daily,
lawnmower a lot.
my daily would be Shiner Bock.
If you could afford it, it's not that much more expensive.
It is
man.
more
Just
expensive,
regular
though.
Shiner.
I love Shiner. I love the way it tastes.
That's a good beer for sure. And it's not that much more expensive than your generics.
It's not, but it's like I have like. First of all, I don't like them. I don't like Shiner out of a can.
It's more filling.
Oh, you're a bottle guy.
I'm a
Okay.
bottle. I'm
Oh,
for
schnob.
Shiner. I am. But it didn't really matter. I pour it in a bottle. I pour it in a glass, anyways. I probably shouldn't care.
A chilled glass because you're fancy, right?
Yep, I am. And I'll tell you something else. There was one that came out. What was the Bluff beer?
Oh yeah. I don't know what it's called.
That is
Yeah.
my favorite.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good beer.
Have you talked to Beardo over at HEB to see if he
Bluff
can
beer is
get some of
amazing.
that Bluff beer?
I completely forgot, but I will ask him.
Okay.
You gotta
Wait.
remind me when I'm sober. Or
Fill me in on what's Bluff beer. I've never heard of this.
So Bluff beer is basically an old brewery that was in
Out of LaGrange, Texas.
LaGrange, Texas, that had shut down and had been
Years,
out.
like 20, 30 years ago, had shut down. And off the side of the road, people kind of just like forgot about it. And then people would went in there and actually grabbed some of the yeast that they found there, and they extracted it. And all of a sudden, they started brewing the beer made from that yeast, which
No shit.
turned into this Bluff beer.
it's good. It's a good beer.
It's pretty
really
pretty
good.
solid. Yeah.
Are they still
really
based
good.
out of LaGrange?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We're not at the same brewery, right?
No. Yeah, that one's already like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's dilapidated, shut
right,
down
right.
or whatever. I mean, they found like,
I like the idea of them just dumping out the
Stealing
trash
shit.
cans and then making beer and then just calling it everybody. These are salvage hops,
What is your daily drinker?
I'm a Miller Lite guy, man. Like, I'm a Pilsner guy, pretty hardcore. And you give me the Pepsi challenge between Miller Lite and Coors Light, I can tell you easy. Coors Light tastes sweet to me. I don't know why.
Yeah,
So I can't really get into it.
I don't know if you've tried.
All my friends are hardcore Coors guys. I just can't do it.
Coors is just easy to drink. But I don't know if you tried Montucky, but that is a sweet beer. But it's super easy to
Montucky?
drink. Yeah.
See, you fucking guys are these fucking connoisseurs of beer. I like Miller Lite and occasionally a St. Arnold. I'm a simple man.
Apparently,
So-
Montucky's
that's why I was-
that's like the Miller Lite of the North or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a fancy beer. It's just
Yeah.
it's a lager. It tastes like water, like Coors
Yeah,
Light, but it's a
they're-
little bit sweeter.
Yeah, their idea of trying to make a beer was they want to make the most drinkable beer.
It is. You could drink
Did
that
y'all,
shit all
did
day.
y'all ever try Prickly Pear by Shiner?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
did you try the original before
Uh,
they changed it?
maybe not.
Okay, the original was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It was delicious. I couldn't get enough of it. I was going, remember whenever Shiner used to do the like the variety boxes.
Oh yeah.
I was that guy in the store moving them all around so I can get a 6-pack of prickly pear because you only have one, you know. And then they came out and started mass producing the prickly pear. It didn't taste the same. That stuff was delicious, man. Have y'all ever had? I don't remember. Y'all might have already covered these guys, but on the show, have y'all ever done any Brash Brewing?
It doesn't sound familiar.
It's a Houston brewery. Check them out. It's a really cool brewery, but the beer is really good.
Are they available like to buy in 6-packs? Whatever, you got to go get a crowler.
No. You can do 6-packs and stuff. I think it's a drive-through right now, though.
Okay.
So you just order ahead of time and just drive through, and they'll drop it in your car.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I thought I knew all the breweries in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that one off of Washington? Where's that one at?
Man, it's over near the Heights.
There's one off of Washington. There's a brewery right over there.
Is it like in a warehouse area?
Yeah, there's like a there is a
Kind of like a heavy metal situation.
Okay.
Is there a guy with a mustache?
No,
Similar.
everyone has a guy.
I feel
with
like
a
I'm gonna
mustache.
like this place. Like I just typed in their website, and the first thing that pops up, they got their merch, and like their first thing is like a shirt that says "Brash sucks."
Yeah, they're right up Burley's alley, dude. They don't mind the self-deprecation because they know they're kind of funny.
It's off Cross Timbers in Houston.
Okay, I've not been there. I've not seen that.
Okay, we'll send Matt up
It's a
there.
really cool brewery, but the beer is really, really good. My favorite beer from there, you probably can't see on the show, but it's cut this out, John. It's called Pussy Wagon. It's delicious.
You can say that on the show.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the rules
probably.
are. I'm trying to keep it PG here.
Yeah.
Here,
Probably.
let's circle back and let's
Circle
let's
back?
Get
Some scores?
Let's
Oh, the
circle
scores?
back
Yeah.
and let's get these scores on the real ale
Oh,
brewing.
okay.
Yeah.
Beer that
Reel
we're
it in.
done. Well, I'm reeling it in.
Crispy business lager beer. Tron.
I don't even remember what score I gave.
You gave it an
8.1.
something.
8-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I think you're right.
It is right.
I'm going to give it probably a 6.0.
Okay.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
You can
That's
be
the
wrong if you
dumbest
want.
Score you could give something. I don't like you doing this. It's like what you do, right? It is the dumbest thing. You just keep doing. Okay. Burley, what do you got? What's your score?
It's not the greatest thing I've ever had, but it's not even. It's better than middle of the road. I like the taste. It's smooth, a little bit thick on the back end, giggity. But in classic Burley fashion, I got to go 6.9.
6.9.
Nice.
6.9. Okay.
I love it.
6.9.
Because it's like 69.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you got it.
I didn't get it. I was just like, oh, okay,
Thanks for
6.9.
clarification.
So weird. And then John said 69.
Jan
here
was
for
a little
you.
confused. He was just like,
Yeah.
What
he was,
is that,
looking
John?
up.
He was doing
is
math.
Is that something that means something to you, or?
yeah.
right before 70. It's
Hell
no
of a
problem.
year. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, just one less than 70.
it's when a man and a woman love each other.
We'll leave it there.
Right. Okay. Honestly, I don't know.
Did you finish the beer already?
Almost.
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
He had to take an extra swig.
Okay, I'm gonna go. That's 6.6, man.
That's exactly what I was going to give it.
That's a 6.6
Exactly
score
what I was
all
going
day
to
long.
give it. Yeah.
See, I really like this. I don't
A
know
lot
what's
of
wrong with
times,
you guys.
Jan, you and I are like on the same page with some of these beers,
are.
man.
That's
So-
nothing to be proud of.
We are.
I think Burley's description of thick on the back end is my same description as just very just like ugh on the back end.
Unpleasant.
Unpleasant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of flimmy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Ale makes a lot of really good
They do.
beers, and I just wouldn't count this as one of the really good ones.
I think it's great.
Like if you guys
Are
said,
they
"Hey,
the
I
one
got
that-
this beer for you guys," and you hand it to me, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, thanks." I'd drink it, I'd be happy, but I'm not going to go out and buy it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Are they the one that does the Fireman Ale?
I think
they do.
that is Real Ale. Yeah,
We haven't actually reviewed that one yet, but we need to.
I think they do one called like Devil's Backbone. That's like a hard IPA
Is that
kind
them?
of thing.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure
Devil's
that's them.
Backbone is legit, and I will buy that every time I go to the store if they have it.
Don't they always have it?
No.
They did not have it when I went to the store and bought this, John.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you shit.
when you bought
This right here was right next to the Devil's Backbone.
where it should have been.
I'm
Correct.
sorry. I'm going to leave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did buy the Shiner that's in the fridge, which is a I guess it's a barrel aged special edition.
Is that the one that we talked about?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't buy that. I don't do barrel aged beer at all.
I have a hard time with the whiskey barrel aged beer. So,
I want my whiskey to taste like whiskey and my beer.
So what this is?
I just don't want it to taste super like whiskey, liquor-y.
Every so often we'll come across one that's actually pretty good, but it's pretty rare.
It's Shiner, so I bought it. So
Yeah.
That's understandable.
I've got one for y'all for a future show. Y'all writing this down? St. Arnold Commitment. Have you tried that one yet?
Is that the new one they have?
I don't know if it's new or not. I just kind of happened to run across it. Only comes in a 4-pack. It's an Imperial Stout. It's 13.4%.
Yeah, I want to say it's one of the new ones I've been meaning to pick up. But yeah, I love St. Arnold's. That's probably
It's really
my
good.
favorite brewery.
I was tearing the roof out of my house, and I wasn't that upset about it because I was drinking those. So
Yeah, beer makes everything better, doesn't it?
for sure.
but this does
It makes
conclude
my jokes funnier to me. You know, that kind of
this does conclude the Grabbing the Brisket
Beer review.
Love it.
Oh, too bad Alan's not here for
Almost made
that.
beer come out of my nose.
Alvin, I'm part of the canon now, bro. I'm part of the show.
Yeah, sorry, Alden, you're out.
Dude.
Just kidding. I love you, Alden.
Here's funny. You could say all you want. He'll never hear it because he's not going to listen to the podcast.
Right. Yeah. I don't think any of you guys listen.
So I did have a girl one time, girlfriend that she thought was like, hey, I'll give you a back rub. And I was like, oh, it's fantastic. She went and rubbed IcyHot in like a lot of it all over my back.
Mhm. And then she rubbed your front.
Well,
Is that where you're going with this?
Here's the deal.
What do you think this is? The Burly Boy podcast?
Yeah. Now, here's the deal. I was probably like I was a kid back then, right? So I was like 16, 8, I probably 16, 17, somewhere around 16.
We're talking like 50 years ago.
Maybe I wasn't even driving yet, right?
Yep.
Still 10 years before John's first TV.
Yeah. John
Yes.
John still didn't have a TV.
Right.
But let me tell you, man, I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. This is burning me. This is a lot, right? Because it was a lot of cream, right?
You're playing it cool, though, right?
Hey,
Whoa.
hey, listen. I was like, look, I got to go jump in your shower, right? So I went and jumped in her shower. The hot water hitting that burned even worse. Oh, dude, I was sick to my stomach. Like this girl.
This
man,
bee?
yeah. Listen, hey, she was really good looking, so I didn't say a whole lot, but I wanted to say a lot. She was way out of my league.
Right.
Power through.
And she was older, so
Right. So how long you been married to her now?
no. I was like 15. She was like 17.
Oh, you got to do whatever she says at
That's
that
what I'm
point. Yeah, it doesn't
I have
matter.
to like I am like a freshman or whatever, maybe a sophomore, but I think it was like a freshman.
Bragging to all your friends about the older chick. Right?
Yeah,
I get it.
But man, she was super good looking.
I mean, it's the 60s, free love, right?
Well, it wasn't the 60s, dude. It was the freaking 90s. What's wrong with you?
I've had a similar situation making poppers, and then you go out in the yard to go take a piss after
Yeah.
you just
Oh.
pick up all the peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then peppers
I
will
ran
get you.
into, I was at a stranger's house, helping my buddy cook for his friends, and I had to run in their house, and I just ran into their bathroom, used their shower. I was using whatever body wash they had. The fire would not go away. That was that is up there with, you know what? It's the second worst pain I've ever had. The first one is getting a catheter.
Oh man,
If you ever get a chance to get a catheter, fucking don't.
don't
It
do
sucks, dude.
it. Yeah.
I
I'm
broke
pretty
my
sure
back
had
when I was
one.
18. I thought I busted
did.
my bladder as well, and I had to get a catheter. It was terrible.
I had a catheter
Remember
when
that story?
when they took my kidney, but I don't remember any of it.
What'd you say?
So they gave me a catheter when I donated my kidney, but I don't remember anything about it.
Really?
Yeah, that Percocet was fantastic.
Dude, they were giving me everything, but once they start threading that thing I've ever felt in my life, dude.
Well, I think he was asleep when they
They were definitely I was definitely asleep when they put it in. But even when they
okay.
took it out, I don't really remember anything about it.
Man, I'm squirming in my
Keeping this
chair
as
at this
PG
conversation. I'm
Right.
just like, ugh.
Hold on. Keeping this as PG-13 as possible. I was 18. I got hurt or whatever, and the waitress, the nurse comes in. and baby Burley was hiding like a turtle. And she had to.
No, it's fine. Just gonna blow on it first. It's good.
Well, yeah, she had to massage it out before she could thread that needle. It was
He's talking about his wiener.
Oh, okay.
I'm a grower.
Well, I didn't call it baby Burley for a reason. It's it's 2 inches of just pure hell.
Give me 2 inches and make it hurt.
Oh yeah, I rabbit fuck you. Just you're gonna have to cut all of my whole. You're not even gonna air this thing, are you?
I don't know. You're funny. You're saying that, and I'm like shaking my head, going, I don't know if we can put that on.
I'll put a disclaimer in the title. It's fine.
It'll be rated
Yeah, for
E.
sure. I'll even say the disclaimer. Hey guys, my bad.
It'll have a disclaimer for John's mom.
The rating is just sorry, John's mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Sorry, John. My bad.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good.
I keep forgetting.
All right, so can we get into one little quick story? Rolling off the beer review, I found a article today while I'm doing my internet research for our podcast
At work?
No, at
Always
home.
at home.
It was a lunch break.
Never
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not utilize company.
What time is it?
Right. They don't even have internet at this work.
We don't have internet at work. Yeah.
Just make sure.
Okay, so recently, I'm talking about like maybe 7 days ago or a week ago, 2 weeks ago, they discovered the largest, let me rephrase that, oldest brewery known to man.
Where?
Nice. That had to be.
Any guesses on where?
I'm gonna say England or Germany. No, you know what? Fuck that, Germany.
I said Scotland.
Nope.
Mesopotamia.
Egypt.
Ah, that's pretty close.
Egypt.
Pretty
I was
damn
going to say
close.
Egypt.
Yeah. 5,000-year-old beer factory.
Near the Nile.
Wow.
Yeah, right off the Nile River.
Nailed it.
How'd they figure out it was a beer factory?
I guess they did the science stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is
There was
Take
kegs.
the hell out of it.
There was kegs all over the
They
place.
said
there's like beer bottles
Line on the
everywhere."
road.
I don't know.
they had like I got it. They had like a pictogram they found with like this building that all of a sudden was like these people, like these Egyptians, and then they all had bottles in their hand. Some are passed out, some are still staggering, walking, and then it was like on the building it said beer. Right.
In hieroglyphics.
And
Brewery.
hieroglyphs. Yeah.
Yeah, in hieroglyphs. Yeah.
All right, so Egypt, it says first dynasty period, whatever that is 3150 to 2613 BC.
We're familiar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go on.
I've studied it.
I'm a big fan of this dynasty.
Yep.
It was right before LeBron. It's fine.
Yep. Couple of quick facts. They had the capabilities to produce over 50,000 pints of beer at a time.
A day.
Wow.
Oh.
At a time.
At a time.
Not really fits
A
per
day? I was like,
was like-
damn.
I think it's like 59,000 gallons is what they were
It's
capable
not
of
hard to
producing.
believe, man. Those bastards built those pyramids. They were ahead of their time.
They had a
right?
lot of free time back then.
It's because of aliens they did that. And now the lizard
Ancient alien
people.
beer. Oh hell yeah! I need to get some of that.
Now the lizard people live here.
But
and-
seriously, is that beer that they made back then, is it good or is that stuff freaking garbage?
I don't know, and
You'd be surprised, John. They actually don't have any of it left to try.
Fuck on that.
I'm sure with
cutting that out.
the way
Next week.
science.
Next week, somebody's gonna, one of your fans is gonna send you over some Egyptian beer. You're set up, dude.
Dude, we'll drink it.
So I'm sure the way science goes nowadays, they'll probably be able to scrape some of those little pots that they found and extract some type of like yeast and create some freaking beer out
I'll
of
have
it.
this image of like Jurassic Park, but of beer.
I don't,
Hatching out
think,
of an egg.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're fermenting yeast. I mean, they could have been, but I would think more of like wines or something.
Yeah, I would have thought fruit or some
berries
shit.
or something. Yeah.
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 I'm thinking it's not good.
They do go on and say like back then
Yeah,
beer
well,
was and I think we mentioned this previously on one of our earlier podcasts that beer was used as a like a monetary type deal for them. They would pay people in beer. So day workers would get paid 13 pints of beer a day.
I think
We,
day
we
workers
all
probably
have we
still.
all have that friend that's willing to do really hardcore shit for us at our house.
That's Aldan.
Yeah, he's not
That's
here right
Aldan.
now.
Yeah.
Hey,
I have a few friends like that, and I'm like, yeah, I just can't do this by myself. I'll pay you in beer. I'm on my way. You know.
Exactly.
I will tell you right now, if I were drinking 13 pints every day after work, and I'd wake up like what happened last night? Nothing.
They'd start calling you
nothing.
early.
Nothing. Go back to work. You're like, oh, okay, time to work. Okay, go back to work. You're like, here, drink your pints.
I can build a pyramid.
Yeah, that's how they paid them to build the pyramids. They're all just hammered. You got chicks out there, one titty hanging out. You know, just building that thing.
That's probably why the life expectancy back then probably wasn't over 30. So
Oh yeah,
They're
we
drinking
would blow their
13 pints
minds
a
if
day.
we showed up. I'm 35.
Well, yeah, if
You
you're
haven't had a TV since 33.
yeah, if you're 7 and you're drinking 13 pints a day, hey, you're not living past 25.
Right, exactly.
I heard this thing that was pretty interesting back then. I guess it's because a lot of animals and stuff would shit in the water and it would go downstream and stuff. It was actually safer for them to drink wine and beer than to drink the water out of rivers.
That's right.
So that's why
Yeah.
that's why they would have like camel sacks and stuff like that full of beer and wine.
That's just something husbands told their wives so they could drink more.
I'm rolling with it. I'm giving this excuse to every one of your listeners right now.
You're exactly right. So and we said this before, I think, a couple of times, but like even on the Mayflower, when people came over, right, on these ships over to America, they carried enough ale for every man, woman, and child because it was not safe to drink the water. You can't drink the
Right.
seawater, whatever else. So every day they'd eat their meal and they'd drink their ale, their beer, right? And that was normal. Like
Well,
here,
that's exactly what I told my wife this whole past week while we couldn't drink the water because we had to boil
Yeah,
it. I was like,
I have to drink
this
beer.
is safer, babe. I have to drink the Coors Light.
I don't know what's wrong. Store was open. I found beer.
I don't really know
And
how
you ever-
that shipwright is when the kid gets tanked. He's like, you don't even care about me, Dad. I mean, what are we going to America for?
I don't even want to go.
I'm leaving my friends.
Hey, Dad, you know what your problem is?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's if you ever known a drunk that starts any sentence with "you know what your problem is," it's you're too far into the night.
Yeah. Probably time to shut her down.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's like it's either that or it's that sad story. You're never gonna guess what happened to me. You're like, oh man, I don't want to guess.
I walk
can't-
off at that point.
I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm walking off. The crying drunk is the worst drunk.
Right.
That's Jan.
Every time. Every single time. Can't help it.
Right when
Hey,
that,
I've
when
got
that
a-
song comes on.
Yeah. I've got a question for you, Burley. What is something you got started in barbecue? That's kind of what's kind of got your passion going, right? You said you got the Weber going. You had your first. You watched one of the YouTube things and you saw that it was the
Malcolm Reed.
Yeah, the Malcolm Reeds and whatever. But what is one thing now that if you were to enter this one item in any competition, you feel like this one thing that you barbecue is the best?
Ooh, that's a fucking good one, dude.
Oh yeah, alcohol.
I feel like nobody's fucking with my pork chops.
Your pork chops.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had too many people's briskets and too many people's ribs, and I know that mine are good, but they're not as good as other people's. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm a big fan of pork chops, man. So you can tell by my belly. But yeah, I make some damn good pork chops, dude. In all honesty.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
Do
my-
you have a
that's-
secret?
Yeah,
Not
tips.
a secret, but do you have a method you go about that's like, listen, I'm not a rub, not a thing, but do you have like a
Maybe a tip for the listeners.
a tip like hey
It's simple, dude.
a temperature?
SPG, you treat it like a steak. SPG, low and slow till it hits 145 ish. Sear the shit out of it. Boom.
Yeah.
It's treat it like a steak almost, man.
So you're not
It's
doing like
so
a
good.
glazed or anything like that.
Nah, man, that's more for you guys. Y'all are comp guys. And I'm backyard.
I
stuff.
don't like. Hey, listen, I don't put a glaze on my anything besides a rib, and that's whatever. But even if I'm doing it at home by myself, I don't put a glaze on the ribs. I like a dry rib. I like when I put on a pork chop. I don't glaze those.
I don't hardly cook pork chops, to be honest with you.
I love pork chops.
Pork chops are you get the ones that are bone in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're thin and they cook super fast, dude. And it's just, dude, they're so damn good. But you just gotta stand over them basically the whole time.
That's a good point because sometimes you get those ones with the bone in and they are thin, and it's like you'll get to 145 really fast.
I feel like that's everyone's biggest problem with pork chops.
They just don't.
People overcook them. They think that they need to take it to 165 or 170, and it's going to be dry as shit.
Well, that used to be the old standard.
That was the standard before, right?
Government or USDA told us that we had to cook it that long.
Yeah, so I'm pulling that shit at 145. I don't give a shit.
For years and years, and for like forever, like if you had to cook pork to 165, and then recently, probably the last 10 years, maybe a little bit.
Maybe less, yeah.
That they said, hey, pork is actually safe to eat at 145. And then when people started doing it, it was like, holy crap.
Pork chops are good.
Pork chops are amazing. Yeah.
Do y'all remember that restaurant in Houston called the Glass Wall?
No.
Okay, it was out in the Heights, and it was kind of like a little ritzy spot or whatever. But the chef refused to cook anything over like medium well right there.
Smart guy.
But it was like a 2-inch thick pork chop, right? It's the best pork chop I've ever had in my life. I've been chasing that dragon since.
Ever since.
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's my big love affair with pork chops because it was so good.
Have you been to Perry's?
I was just going to say Perry's. They do pork chop that's like amazing.
I've been to Perry's, but I did not have the pork chop. I went with the steak and lobster.
They have a pork chop Wednesday on, I think it's lunchtime.
And it's like a deal, right?
It's like $10.
Yeah, and they're known for that.
This thing comes out, it's like 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
Dude, you've got to check this thing out. Yeah. It's so freaking good. It's like $10.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat a $10 pork chop. At Perry's, yeah. It's a lunchtime. It's a lunchtime thing. I think it's on Wednesdays.
One day a week, yeah. You got to figure out what day it is.
Yeah.
Right. That's got to be the lunch cut, right? I mean, you're not getting that.
It's still a big ass steak.
You're not getting that 3-finger.
This thing's it's still big. 2.5-inch cut pork chop.
It's big.
No shit. All right, I'm gonna have to peep that one out.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
I listened to I can't remember which episode it was, but y'all were talking about snows and pork steaks.
Yes.
Where's a good spot to get pork steaks?
Are you talking about cooked, or are you talking about cooking yourself?
No. I want to figure out a cook. The way y'all described them made them sound amazing. I'd never even heard of it until y'all mentioned it.
You got to go to a butcher or go to HEB.
Yeah, okay. They'll cut it down for you. Basically, it's just a pork butt that they've.
Can I preface this? Can I preface this with, I went to y'all's HEB today because I work somewhat near where y'all live, and I went to the HEB y'all went to get the same beer because the HEB where I'm at is ghetto, urban. How you want to say it? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not the best. It's not the best HEB. I mean,
not the same selection.
I've been living here since 2012 and been going there since then. I've never seen a cut of Wagyu in there ever, but every other HEB I go to has it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yep. So if you don't ask for it at that, every HEB will carry the Wagyu, but they only use them for making the hamburger meat. So the Wagyu burgers and whatever else. But if you go and say, listen, I know you have these in the back. Can you pull one out? They will pull one out for you.
Also for the pork steaks, just tell them, hey, you can even go up there with a pork butt and say, hey, can you cut this down into 2-inch or whatever thickness you want steaks?
Yeah, but here's the caveat to that. So like if you go to HEB and you're like, listen, you pull a bone-in pork butt, right? Like you don't want the boneless. Yeah. Or you can do the boneless as well. The boneless you'll just take it home and do it yourself, right? But if
hold on, can we backtrack a second?
Yeah.
Is the pork steak is coming from the butt?
Yeah, it's basically a pork butt that's been cut down.
It's a pork butt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because they're so marbled, and that's why you take those temperatures a little higher.
That's why you can take them way higher.
But yeah, so you'll go get one of those, and you can ask the butcher to cut it down for you. But if he does, tell him don't change the price.
Right, because they'll try.
Because they'll up that charge. Like I was going to buy one. I buy a pork butt for like $11, and this dude was like $28 after he cut it. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I went and slid it in the freaking meat department. I was like, not buying that.
Right.
So,
So you're that guy, huh?
yeah, I am definitely. I'm not.
At least he didn't
paying-
put it in the chip section.
Yeah, I'm not paying $18 for you to cut it.
Right.
We went through this whole snow thing recently, and I saw somebody put a gallon of milk in the bread aisle. I was like, "What are you doing? Come on!"
Right. But the boneless pork butt is perfect for this because you don't really have to have the bone. It's already
I like the bone in, but
I do too. But there's so much marbling and it's so many different cuts of meat inside of that one piece.
Right.
That you're getting so much flavor in it because it's been sitting by the bone. It's been whatever. It's going to be freaking money if you can slice that one yourself, and you're going to buy one for like $9.
And again, the key with these is don't be afraid to take them higher. Don't cook them like a pork chop. You need to get that temperature.
Yeah, 185,
temperature
195. I've taken them to 205 on those.
I mean, it's like a pork butt, so it's just going to be more tender the higher you go.
And then when you cut it up, literally you can feed probably 10 people.
Yeah, for like $8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm doing next. Then. All right.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And you cut it. Let me get this right. You cut it with the bone, not against it. What's the phrase that I'm talking about?
The grain?
Yeah, because if you cut it with that shoulder blade, you're gonna have like almost no bone on all the other ones. So you got to cut against that bone.
Right.
Against the bone.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to come out with. So you're going to have bone in every piece.
Yeah,
you don't want to start with one end where it's like no bone, and then until you get to like the actual bone
all
itself.
bone.
Yeah, and hopefully the butcher knows how to do
How to cut it,
They've
yeah.
done this before. It's getting popular enough that I think
A pork butt, if you cut it an inch and a half,
I like inch and a half.
I'm sure
you're going to get like
Yeah.
So does
Probably-
my wife.
See?
yeah,
See?
you're going to get 4 or 5 steaks out of it, maybe 6 steaks.
yeah,
Unless you're having a party, I mean, it's plenty of meat. So
inch and a half's even good at a party, really.
Right.
But if you're I don't know what are you cooking on these days? Are you still in a Weber, or do you have
He's
other?
got a
No, I got the
Tomato?
I've got the Kamado Joe,
Okay.
and I've also got the Oklahoma Joe's Longhorn offset. I haven't used the offset in a while, and I actually had to have a good conversation with that offset whenever I bought the Kamado Joe. I was like, "I'm coming back, baby. Don't worry."
Right.
You know.
One thing I can say, SPG really great for the pork steaks.
I'm a Texas barbecue guy, man. SPG, you can't go wrong on anything but like fish. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
On fish, I'm gonna add a bunch of extra shit, but everything else, SPG, I'm happy. Even on like give me a whole chicken, SPG, we're good to go.
And the thicker that you go on the steak, the longer you probably need to cook it. The longer the higher the temperature you need to take that meat.
Right. And then don't be
Y'all
afraid.
doing the reverse sear on that?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of times I do. On those big pork steaks, reverse sear.
Yeah.
And then, again, we'll push it to 160, 165, 180, and then start searing them up, and they'll start climbing really fast. I'll tell you something else. Don't be afraid to put the seasoning, and don't be afraid to go back and re-season during the cook. That's a big thing that we learned with doing these, to go back and re-season these. Like midway through, add a little layer to both sides.
Here's something I just recently learned. I don't know if y'all do this, but Big House Barbecue taught me this, and he cooks on over the open fire and the planchas on stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But ever seared, specifically beef or like pork chops or something like that, you do the sear, you cook it all the way through and everything, no seasoning, and then just salt at the end.
Yeah, that's kind of how we do it on the beefer.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It is.
You don't got any burnt seasonings on there. You don't have it. It's just
It's
you
a
taste
different.
all the meat and you got that salt on there. Oh, it's so good, dude.
You're never going to believe what just happened, Burley.
Yeah, this is serious.
Whose pants fell off?
I'm back on, Jan. God damn it.
One, Aldan Garza just walked in.
Oh hell yeah!
He didn't hear you because he's not on the mic yet.
Yeah,
Put your damn headphones on, Alden. Come on,
Hey,
get in
we
here.
did the beer review, and he had you on the.
Yeah, he totally hoo-hoo-hooed for you.
Hello.
There it is.
Filling in for you, bro.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm only half hard, but I'm glad you're here.
Man, I hate that I had to miss this one, but if there was ones I was gonna have to miss, it was gonna be you for some reason. I don't know why.
It's okay.
It's so weird.
okay.
It's so weird. But
You're not the first person to tell me this.
You've been out doing some plumbing?
something like that. Yeah.
You need to come out to Crosby, dude, and fucking hook me up.
Dude, man, like that place is ungettable, man. So the last time I was even close to Crosby was when my Hummer got all jacked up, and I'm still paying for it, by the way.
Oh, you went out to the extreme off-road out here?
Basically, yeah, to the Trinity River out there. Basically, more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But anyhow, man, I don't want to litter you with questions, man. How's the podcast?
Everything's been great.
Yeah.
Everything's been
Enjoying.
smooth.
Yeah, we've had.
We appreciate you, but
we've had one
we're
titty
actually
bomb came out. We had
Yeah.
I got fucked by a manatee.
That's true. Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, or like
Most
the
unlistenable podcast
or
ever.
the wang?
Wing? Oh.
How was the beer review? Actually, I want to know that. Which
Yeah.
one did y'all try?
It was good. It was
There's a
called
can right there.
This is.
Oh,
it
y'all
was
did
good.
the
Crispy Business.
I loved it. Everybody else said it's okay.
John likes every beer, though. You can't trust
It's true. I do love all beers.
All right. So not to cut everybody off, we'll get back right back to it. So Burley, we're running a little late as far as our podcast go, but we got a few questions for
All
you.
right.
I'm just going to go the barbecue fail.
Rapid
I don't
fire.
know. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. I think I gave him a
I don't
little
know if
heads up
John
about it.
asked you, do you have a barbecue fail, something that maybe early on in your cooking career that you
Early
might
on,
have-
hell.
or maybe yesterday?
I've got one pretty damn recent, other than the craziest one for sure is, I had a pellet grill for a while, and there was a grease fire when I was cooking some chicken. I opened up the lid and burned my eyebrows off. And then I didn't learn my lesson and thought the fire was out and opened it up again. Same shit, right in my face. But the barbecue fail that I was talking with my wife before the show, and I was like, hey, what do you think's a good one? Because I've had so many. If Burley's cooking, there's going to be something weird happens. It never fails. But the most recent one was my parents came over for Christmas, and I was feeling real good the night before. Brisket cooks are long. I'm going to drink the whole time, and I'm really liking the way the color looks, man. Every time I open it, it's primo, awesome, right? You know what? I'm not going to wrap it. No need to wrap. It's fine.
It's amazing how much
Yes.
alcohol
We've
plays
all been
effect there. Yeah.
Dude, it looks amazing. And I stayed up the whole 16 hours. I was cognizant. I remember the whole night. I was drinking. But this looks great. I'm spritzing it, all that good stuff. Get it in. Drop it down. There's a little jiggle on there. It's good. I let it rest for the good 3-4 hours. And I go to cut it. Family's here, ready to rock. And I get about halfway through the brisket and I hit a brick, basically. It just dried out the bottom into a brick.
I've definitely done that.
Oh my god.
Who wants chopped brisket sandwiches?
Hey, we're only doing half the brisket.
That's basically what it turned down to. I took the knife sideways and cut the whole bottom half off, and all right, we got a little less food, but it's good enough to go.
Right. I love it. It works.
I've never had any catastrophic cooks. Have y'all ever had any of those to where nobody could eat?
I'm sure I have. I definitely threw a thing of salmon that was on a cedar plank on fire into my swimming pool. Yeah, that happened once.
I tell you, I had a party one time where people showed up, and I put everything on I pulled the steaks, I pulled chicken, everything off, right, and of this pit, and I went to carry it in, and somebody bumped me, and I dropped the entire thing.
5-second rule.
Hey, it was not, because my backyard wasn't really that grassy, and it was dirt. And I was like, we're going to wash this.
Oh yeah.
We're eating this.
Wash and re-season.
Yeah, we're eating the F out of this.
Oh, for sure. Y'all seen the way the 5-second bacteria, how they do their business, right? They're just sitting there waiting on you. I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
They're just like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they attack. That's what they do. They just give you time, then they attack.
It wasn't.
Fucked me up just now. I'll be honest. I thought you were being serious, and I was like listening closely. You know,
Hey,
I was like, dude, this guy's got some science.
Yeah, no, that was Aldan talking.
it's so funny. No, you're exactly right. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Listen, me putting everything back on, like putting this chicken back on, it was like covered in this like sandy goo. I like immediately go inside and I'm just rinsing chicken under the water, hot grilled chicken under the water.
Just pissed off, right?
It's
I was
fine.
so mad because I was like, dude,
nobody's gonna know.
nobody's gonna know. I was like,
How would they know?
How are you gonna cut this? And then literally people, I had a couple people like take about like, this chicken's amazing. I was like, oh, thanks.
It's got a real earthy taste.
And then I remember some people taking bites and they were spitting stuff out of their mouth, like getting sandy. Like you can't get it. I was like, this is ruined. I was
He's
so
like
mad.
Cousin Eddie at the table pulling out gristle and shit out of his teeth, just like Chris's vacation. It's like, sure
With the
is
dog
good,
just
Clark.
barfing under the table, you know.
Hey, Aldan, you just got to taste that beer that we reviewed. What do you think?
What's your score?
Yeah, you don't know what anybody else gave it. It's just up to you.
Yeah, let's hear what you have to say.
I'm going to have to say I actually don't like it at all. I'm going to give this probably about a 2.5.
Wow, God
Damn.
damn it.
There you go.
0.5.
What's wrong with you,
There
man?
it
That's
is.
a good beer.
There it is.
John's the only one who gave it.
Where was
like
everybody else at?
Hey,
I was into 8s.
Sixes.
Everybody else was 6s.
Six.
6. Hey, what'd you think of the can?
0.9.
I like the can. The can's cool.
What does it remind you of?
Sonic the Hedgehog, actually.
Okay, so
Wow.
we said Tron,
I'm just kidding.
like a little Tron vibe, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see some machinery
With-
that-
with,
that's
you know, the
coming out of the
grid.
woodwork.
See the
yeah, with the
grid?
grid and
Yeah.
the sun back there
Yeah.
and stuff like that. 2.5 is probably way low than what I would usually score it, but
That's all right.
it's not very good beer. It tastes like a.
You're not drunk enough yet.
This is very true. It
Get
tastes,
after it, bro.
I'm trying to, man. It tastes like an offering up, like at what do you call it? Like the
Communion?
yes,
It tastes like a biscuit.
that's what
Oh,
it tastes like. Tastes like a biscuit.
I told you it was biscuity.
I always appreciate Alden's take on things.
I do too. I do too. I
I give
love
it to you real.
That's right.
I'll give it to you real.
All right, so
I'm hammered already, so this is gonna be the greatest podcast I've done. Yeah, so,
Yeah, we're two sided.
I'm y'all's resident super fan.
Is that right?
Love that. Love
we
that.
love that.
I
So
probably listen to more than any. Hey, have y'all had Malcolm Reed on the show?
We had him booked last week, and
week.
we had no power, so we had to
Yeah,
rebook.
we had to
Texas
reboot.
apocalypse.
Totally
I took
killed
your
it.
spot, Malcolm Reed. But I gotta apologize to that guy. I made some pretty funny jokes last week, but afterwards I realized they were kind of mean. So
Yeah. Welcome
Sorry,
to my
Malcolm.
life.
Oh, I'm sure he listens, so.
Sometimes I say stuff that I don't mean, but it's funny. But then John just cuts it out, so it's okay.
It's true.
oh, y'all are-
Hey, that's all right. We just cut out
That's
about half of
interesting,
early
me.
stuff, so.
that's interesting between you. I edit all my things drunk, so I still think it's funny at the time. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we've been recording for an hour and a half, but with all the editing, this will be like a 30-minute episode.
Oh, dude, this is a short podcast for me. Y'all have heard mine, I'm sure. They
Yep.
go to almost 3 hours.
Yeah, you had one that was like cutting right at 3 hours. You're like, we gotta stop talking now.
Yeah, iTunes does not like anything longer than 3 hours.
Right.
I learned that the hard way. So
all right,
super
so
hilarious.
Burley, before we cut loose, anything that you want to ask or anything that you want to plug, this is your time, open table. Let's get it.
okay, so we've already got the John Wayne podcast coming up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming.
We're gonna go kill and eat some peacocks for sure. I guess I'll plug Rage and Pillage Podcast.
Definitely.
It's nothing like this podcast, guys. So go in knowing it's rated R. And
So
then
Two
Burley,
F-bombs.
yeah.
That's all it
Two
takes.
whole F-
That's all
it
it
has.
takes to make a rated R movie is
Yeah, it's got
couple
two whole
F-bombs.
F-bombs and
Yeah.
maybe some areola. But
a Disney princess and two, Yeah, F-bombs. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Where were you going with that?
I don't know. You said areola.
Better
I
keep that in
didn't.
the
Alden
show.
cuts
You
himself
said
off. Just
areola.
move on.
Alden's going to Ariel.
You said areola. He started thinking about Disney princesses. So let's just leave it at that.
We're riding this areola coaster right now. Yeah, and Burley _boy _ barbecue. It's If you like laughing a little bit and then getting flooded with my personal podcast shit, follow me.
Right.
So
Don't follow. Yeah, follow and then listen. How about that?
Right. Yeah.
follow them, listen, then get offended, and then
And then repeat.
think about it later, and then follow me again.
Yeah, and then keep repeating.
So everybody can find you on all platforms for the podcast. I know you're on
Yeah.
Spotify. Are you on your iTunes?
Yeah, the best way to find me is I'm on, the Burly Boy Barbecue is where everybody hits me up at. I don't know how y'all do it, by the way, because y'all do the whole Twitter and the TikTok. Jesus, guys.
Our producers are genius, really.
We hired people for that.
Oh, it's y'all's fucking staff. Okay, I get it. All right, well, send that little Korean boy my way.
He does not get paid, by the way. Just so you know.
He's got nimble fingers and he's fast.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but y'all just look up Burly Boy Barbecue. I'm the only one, except for that one guy. But I'm pretty sure I ruined his life, and he's not doing anything anymore. So,
I love it.
Nice.
oh yeah, hey dude, I really appreciate y'all having me on. I'm gonna continue listening. Y'all know that. Continue to talk to y'all about this shit. Well, talk to John at least. I don't know how much. How much does he tell y'all about what I
That was
say?
the guy we're trying to cut out of this whole situation. Or
Okay.
the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There goes the podcast.
I'm the new John.
Damn it. So do we. We need John as well. We all need John.
That's awesome.
But hey man, y'all are a fucking blast, and I appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah.
Sorry for cussing so much, and sorry for mentioning manatees.
That's all right. Hey, we love it.
Yeah, we love it. Hey,
Knowledge.
thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join our podcast.
Oh, for sure, man.
Definitely do this again.
Definitely gonna hit you up and just maybe clear your schedule out, and we're gonna have you on as kind of a resident. Just bring on just
I'm clear whenever, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Have a little
wanna
fun
return
time.
to this, to hang out. I like what we did because it was just a conversation. I don't know how much of it you're gonna use, but I really enjoyed
We're
it. I know
gonna
y'all
use
do the
almost
cool
all of
shit
it.
before an interview. Y'all do the cool shit after an interview, but
Yeah,
hope some of this stays.
Only stuff I'll cut out is when you were talking about your time with that guy you met in college, but everything else
Hey,
is
dude,
staying
I
in.
was experimenting, okay? And he had a really nice mustache. So.
Alan's looking around like, wait, what?
Well, I missed all of that.
Alan's gonna have to listen to the podcast.
Right.
Yeah. It's called Down to the Bristle. That's the name of this.
That's like way down there.
I'm talented, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, I'll let that one go. I don't want to know if you're the receiving or the giving.
Okay, we're good.
So let's go. Yeah, let's go.
All right, Burley. Hey, we appreciate it. We will hopefully see you in the future, bud.
100%, guys. Y'all invite me on anytime, and I'll fucking be there, dude. I'll send out the bat signal, the Burley signal. Okay.
Love it.
All right,
Got it.
Love it.
All right,
Take
man.
care,
All right,
brother.
have a good
Have a
one,
good
man.
one.
Thank you, man.
Peace.
And we're singing the outro.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Man, what a great,
great,
a
great,
lot of
great
energy, a lot of
conversation.
I mean, definitely.
Hey,
what is the word?
You guys,
I'm
dude, my man
check
can
out,
talk.
Go
Dude,
check out the
he
Rage
is
and
so
Pillage
funny.
podcast.
Yeah, he is funny as shit.
Very funny.
What you say, James?
I said go check out the Rage and Pillage podcast. A
Rage
little
and
bit, little
Pillage.
bit more.
Yeah,
non-
he's more rated R, maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Podcast-
NC-17. I don't
Podcast
know.
after dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Grab and Brisket is more like maybe Cop and
I
the
don't know.
Phil.
We
a little bit.
Yeah.
You can listen
First
to
base.
us with
It's
your
first
teenagers
base.
in the car,
Rage and
right?
Pillage, you're probably going to see a boob or two.
We're definitely going to. Well, are we going to third base on grabbing the brisket? And then
I don't play a lot of baseball.
okay, yeah, just bunny. We're bunners.
Soccer is fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a really good podcast. I think it was really great to get to know the guy, and yeah, I can't wait to have him back on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun, and he's definitely someone that we will have on again.
Yeah, can you imagine if we do this and we just like every time he drops like an F-bomb or whatever, what he said, beep. Beep.
Oh my goodness!
And then
beep beep.
And then like,
beep, beep.
hey,
Sound like
so-
Morse code.
It's so funny. Beep 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 beep. And then
Then at one point in time,
Nah,
it's
it
going to
wasn't that
sound
bad.
like a flat line where it's like,
Honestly, there wasn't too much that we're
No,
gonna have to
there's
cut.
not.
There's only
Nah.
a few things
We
that I
joke,
cut out
we
of
kid.
episodes. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No, listen, that's the main thing. We don't want to cut a whole lot out of any interview because like you're not letting that person be that person's not able to be them, right?
Right,
And
right.
here's the deal: he actually brought a little more out of us, which I
True.
like that.
True. I think I did say the F word in this one.
you did.
I'll cut that out.
And then I'm sure you will. And then Matt,
John's mom will never hear.
way more engaged. What you made a comment about? You're like, I'm talking way more into this one, which I love.
Could you cut that back, please?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll dial back.
dial that back.
Yeah, cut Matt
It's
out.
horrible.
well, one of the things that he mentioned and he kind of touched base a little bit is about the conversations that we have.
Yeah.
And it's something that he kind of enjoys listening to, whether it's our podcast or somebody else's podcast. That they love hearing the conversations back and forth,
Right.
the stories, and instead of just like, I mean,
Just a
not
conversation.
Everybody loves to hear just us talking about brisket or talking about a
Right.
barbecue or whatever it is. They love the back and forth. They love the banter. They love all the different personalities.
And I think that's how our quote unquote mega fans are. They like to hear the conversation.
Well, I
We
don't know.
definitely have people that I think that tune in only to hear the interviews, that want to hear what, Heath Riles has to say or Jess Prowse has to say. But the mega fans, they want to hear us bullshitting and being us.
Well, I don't know if we. Yes, maybe so. But this is what I like about when we have a guest on, right? And we've had this happen where other guests have actually said, "Hey, are we actually live now?"
Yeah, they get very comfortable.
They've had so much fun, like in the conversation, that they're like, "Is this
Is this the show?
is this
Have we
it?
ever started?
Is this it? Right?"
That's
I
very
love
true you
this.
say that because, I mean, you would think about it. Like, if you're going on somebody's podcast, you're like, am I live now? Am I supposed to be fake? Am I supposed to be real?
Right.
And I think, like, and what the good thing about our podcast is, especially just turning it on, like, man, it's just real all the time.
Yeah, it's
true.
like
You
almost
know
like
what I
a
mean?
radio. It's like
It
it's like
is.
they're-
It really is.
it's always live, and they have no idea.
Right.
But we get them in such a
Right.
comfortable point,
And then we
where-
get them.
And then we got
No,
them.
we don't.
We got them.
We'll
We
just
got
get 'em.
them.
No,
we
we're
just
not
kidding.
going
We
to
just kidding,
Ronaldo
but-
their ass. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I do like that, and it is a comfortability about that. I'm definitely. Is that a word? Can I use that?
Comfortability.
Yeah, I think you nailed it.
Yeah, perfect. Because James tweaked up like it wasn't. So yeah, I love that, and I think he was exactly right. Listen, we got to get better.
Still better
And
than sucking
here's the
back,
deal.
for sure.
I'm still waiting on when is he going to invite? Not all of us, of course, because it'd be weird. But like me or like on
Not
his,
all of us,
on his
but
podcast.
just me.
Well, this, like I said before, this episode
It's a
is
swap.
going to air on
It's a
his platform.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure he will probably invite me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
me on his show at
'cause I
some
feel like
point.
we could really do some damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed a lot of that
And
podcast.
good content.
Dude, he sounded awesome.
He was.
He was fun.
Yeah, I wish I could have
This
been there.
this should be the one that you actually go back and listen to.
I don't
It was
even
good
listen to
times.
my favorite concert.
You know,
I'm just
and
saying,
I'm-
just go
We,
back this
we
one.
were actually we were straight business, right? We were doing
yeah?
straight business,
straight
business
laced.
stuff.
Yeah.
Power hour.
The one thing I'm
So-
surprised because I knew he was going to ask us some questions is he never asked us about our and I don't know if you guys have listened to some of his shows. He always asks for a top 5 song.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you
playlist
probably
thing.
spent like 3.5 hours.
I did. I
trying to
spent
come
all
up with it.
afternoon
Yeah.
coming up with a song.
Well,
What am I gonna pick? What is he gonna
Because
say about me?
Yeah, he does a Rage and Pillage playlist where every
Yeah.
guest gives him like 5 songs. He adds it to the playlist. He didn't ask us, so I'm assuming he's going to invite us on his show
With me,
and ask
John.
about
You're not gonna be fun.
what songs.
to play, and I should be on it.
Well, I was
You got a
praying.
mouse in your pocket?
Yeah, I was praying that he would not ask us for the business because
No.
Aldan wasn't here. But now that Aldan is here,
Yes, do the biddiness.
the business.
Guys, you know the way y'all drop this knowledge on me. Y'all drop the knowledge on me that I need to give the business, and sometimes I don't know what the business is.
It's true.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: if you need to get a hold of us, Matt, if you want to get a hold of us, what you gotta do? Hit the website. Go to grabthebrisket.com. Jan, if you're on Twitter, you know what you gotta do? Hit Grab 'em in the brisket.
Grab the brisket.
Grab the brisket.
Nailed it.
Got
like
that
the
one
website.
too. Or Facebook and Instagram is at Grab 'em in the brisket.
Very good.
And that's where you can find us. Man, we got all this new shit going on.
Recipes, merch.
That's right. The merch, everything is
New
going on.
updated beer list too. I think, right, John?
That's true too. Yeah.
Meth Gator versus Cocaine Hippo.
This is true. That shirt is available, guys.
Classic. I already ordered mine.
Yeah. I ordered one, but then John said he couldn't order it anymore, so I don't have one.
Lies.
This is lies. But anyhow, guys, hit the website up, man. You can filter through everything there. Right? I mean, it's grabthebrisket.com. So get there, hit us up. Still drop your knowledge on us. Questions, anything, good, bad, indifferent. Right?
Yep.
We say that. So,
Our friend that sent us the dumpster fire story that we named the last episode after, he already ordered a couple T-shirts. He's super excited. I guess his wife is a little upset at him that she got thrown under the bus, but yeah,
that's great.
Did he at least get her a T-shirt?
Yeah, he did say that she insisted on him buying her a T-shirt as well. So
Great.
Well, there was a time where I insisted on being 6'5", but check me out.
yeah, 5'6".
I'm 5'6". Exactly. But for real, guys, I mean, we got the stuff out there, man. We want the feedback.
Feedback.
I want the feedback from you guys.
And we're going to get more content. We're going to put
That's
more
right.
content out
More
there for everybody
content.
else. So
the
check
more
it out.
feedback we get, the more the more content we put out.
That's right.
So we're trying to. Most of us are new to most of us. I'm new to the
So new.
TikTok stuff. You know what I mean? I need to know how to work this kind of stuff. So if you go to grabthebrisket.com, you tell me how to
Work it all.
work it all.
Yeah.
right, yeah. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll do all that shit.
Then I don't need John at all. Right?
That's right. Once I learn how to work this TikTok.
Just kidding, guys.
Damn.
Go hit the website up, man. Buy some T-shirts. Read some books.
Okay.
We appreciate it, Aldan.
Aldan nailed it. All right.
As always, hey, thanks for listening, guys and gals. We appreciate the support. Until next time.
Peace.
Until we barbecue later.
Thanks, everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Or we would like to give a special thanks to FOGO Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.